Hey everybody, welcome back to Ray Starting with the Basics. So today we're going to go over measuring things and how measuring actually equates to different jobs. We got linear feet, square feet, and cubic feet. Linear feet is what I actually used for my fencing project. So linear feet is only needed for that one. I'll explain a little bit on that. I know how long my fence posts are going to be. I got an 8-foot fence post, right? I'm going to want to sink that about 2 to 3 feet in the ground. And we made a mark on that. We put that one in, backfilled it with some cement, backfilled it with a little bit of soil. That's good to go. I also already know how much distance I have between one post to the next because I prefer to have them on 8 feet on center. So I don't have to worry about that length. I just need to buy some 2x4s that are 2x4x8. They make them at 8, 10, 12, and etc. Not going to go into too much in that in this particular video. Then we also had our fence pickets. Our fence pickets are 6 feet in length, or height, sorry, and they have a specific width. That width is what I use to determine how many pickets I need. The number of holes that I had in the ground that I wanted to dig is the number of posts that I need, and then the number of 2x4s equates to how many different rungs that I wanted in between each. So I didn't really need all of the measurements in order to be able to figure that stuff out. So I just needed linear feet. So linear feet's basically just a straight line. So I figured out where my 90 degree was going to be from my corner, figured out how far I wanted to go, and then just measured out, back, across the back lot, back forward, and back over to my house again, and that gave me my linear feet. Now, square feet is actually used in quite a lot of different projects. Square feet is something that you would use in, like, let's say, carpentry. Yeah, you would in carpets. If you're going to lay some carpets, you're going to do some wood floors, like some click laminates that I got down on the floor. You're going to be doing some drywall work. A lot of that is covered in square feet, length by height. So it's length times height. Easy day. All right, and then our final one is cubic feet. So cubic feet is used when you're doing something like an entire remodel of a particular room. In this case, I'm going to use the example of the kitchen. So the kitchen, I would do length times width times height. And the reason why you do length times width times height is that gives you the overall number that you actually need in order to start figuring things out. There's other measurements that go into that, and we can break that down in a different video. But if I'm going to be doing a bathroom remodel, like one of the things that we're talking about, we might actually undertake, or that one we might actually hire out to somebody, I would again use my length times width times height, and that's going to give me my cubic feet. From that, I can make a game plan or a drawing that would tell me how much room I have, and then I would take that, like in the case of the kitchen with the cabinets. I wanted cabinets that were a certain height, and I wanted cabinets that are a certain depth, and also width in this case. So those cabinets came up to a certain height, came out to a certain width. That's going to take up part of my cubic feet, and then I can use that and then position that in different places because I know the measurements. Easy day. So linear is just straight up measuring like you're measuring a straight line. Square feet is a lot of times what you're going to be using on most of your projects, length times height. And then if you're going to be doing something like a full kitchen remodel, you're going to need to know your cubic feet. Again, length times width times height. That's going to do it all for this episode. Short, sweet, down, dirty, and simple with that. We get in more of that stuff later. I'm going to be showing you how I actually do that math, but I'm pretty sure it's straightforward at this point. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave those down below. Don't forget to click the like button down there. And also subscribe if you want to see more of those videos coming up. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next episode.